how come it's still a fight over that election? You keep your doctrines, but I'll tell you what, you are going to answer for trying to regulate the Lord's prophets. You with your big educations.
What was he doing with his books just now? Was he just like moving them around? Like he's just stacking one on top of another and then picks it up and puts it down again and then... This just doesn't make any sense. Anyway, this is Robin Bullock, if you're unfamiliar. He got very upset when he found out that he was wrong when he prophesied that Donald Trump was going to be the president in 2020. And he blamed everybody around him except for himself. Didn't include himself anywhere in that blame game that he did. He blamed people with big educations, apparently.
The Lord's prophets. You with your big educations.
My mistake. I have an associate's degree, a 2-year degree in substance abuse counseling. I apologize for my big education and criticizing you for being so deeply wrong. Anyway, he considers himself a Trump prophet, obviously. So I want to see what this dude's up to right now. He is guaranteed to be getting into some nutter buttery right now. As it turns out, he's really, really mad that people keep calling him fake. For what it's worth, I actually like his aesthetic. I think it's pretty cool. I like the necklace, the black shirt. I like the leather jacket and everything. I think it's a really cool aesthetic. It's kind of a toss-up. Like, no one's really sure. Is that hair fake? Is that a wig that he's wearing right now? It's always exactly the same length. Exactly the same length, no matter what. So you have to wonder. I don't know. Anyway, listen to this. Mid-September 2023, he goes off on non-believers.
Stand up and say there is only one God, and it's not according to my rules and my regulations, and quit doing your big fiery shows in your pulpits on Sunday morning. You accuse me of doing a show. You're the show. You're the one with your head stuck up the butt and the ass of religion.
Did he just say a swear? You're the one with your head stuck up the butt and the ass of religion? It sounds like he said the right word, but he knew the wrong word to say was in there somewhere. And so he thought for a second he said the wrong word, but he didn't. So then he said the wrong word by accident. Are you following me? That's hilarious.
In the ass of religion.
So you've got your head up the ass of religion. That's the problem. Get your head out of the ass of religion, and you wouldn't have an issue here. Quick interjection. I won't take long. I just wanted to tell you guys, YouTube's algorithm operates off of a few factors. Watch time, whether or not you subscribe, and whether or not you like something. So if you really want to help my channel, I would appreciate it if you guys watch the video to the end. If you don't watch it to the end, just watch a little bit longer than you would have otherwise. I would appreciate that very much. All right, let's get back to the video.
Come on and be real. It's time that we're real.
Yeah, and real is Donald Trump won, right, Robin? And he's secretly the president of Earth, not of the United States, but of Earth. Is that right? And you parted the reflecting pool like the Red Sea with a little staff. Is that right? That's real, right, Robin?
It's time that we stretch out our rods and hold it out over and show the world that God is God. And there's only one blood, and it's not Mohammed's blood. It's not Buddha's blood. It's not anyone else's blood that you think, and it sure as hell ain't no politician's blood.
Okay, I don't know what that means exactly. I don't know why he's talking about, what was it, Mohammed? Mohammed, is that what he called him?
And there's only one blood, and it's not Mohammed's blood.
Mohammed, yeah, it's not Mohammed's blood. I don't know why he's talking about all these people. This is confusing as it gets, dude. Seriously. By the way, you think I was joking about the reflecting pool, parting it like the Red Sea? No. No. I'm dead serious, and we're going to look in a minute.
Hell has no blood. So anyway.
Wow, just like that. So anyways, okay. Anyway, remember I told you that he claimed to have parted the reflecting pool like Moses parted the Red Sea? April 26, 2022, gets on a live stream with Roger Stone and this guy named Steve Schultz. He runs this show, the ElijahList.com or whatever. Listen to what he had to say here.
Okay, on January 6, 2021, you know, I was there in D.C., and
I love it when they rat themselves out. Perfect. Thank you.
was listening to President Trump speak. I was up by the monument, Washington Monument, and then the Lord told me, he said, now I want you to leave here and go down to the Capitol. So I...
Right. The Lord told him these things. It wasn't just him thinking, yeah, I just feel like going down to the Capitol right now, so I might as well. Why not? It was the Lord. It had to be the Lord telling him to do this stuff, okay?
turned, and you know you can walk straight toward the Capitol through the park. And so I'm headed down that way, and a pastor meets me and hands me a staff. And so I get to the, you know, the reflecting pool on the backside of the Capitol, the little one. And
the little one on the backside? I'm not actually sure what he's talking about, so if you've never been to D.C., I went there 2016 for the Reason Rally. Let me give you a little bit of insight into how it's set up. So you got the Lincoln Memorial, right? And then you've got the reflecting pool in front of it. It's a big, long pool that's, like, not that deep. It's just, I don't know, like a foot deep or something. It's really, really shallow. People throw pennies into it and stuff all the time. And if you keep walking past the reflecting pool, then you'll run into a big monument with all of the states listed on it. And then keep going past that. I mean, it's a long walk, but you just keep going. You'll hit the Washington Monument, the big tall thing. You know, the big tall white monument that's like a, you know, it's, yeah, you know, the Washington Monument. You keep on walking and you hit the Capitol building. I have no idea what he's talking about. Smaller reflecting pool? What? But okay, all right, so you've got a staff in hand that you got from a preacher, which is pretty common. There are like a billion preachers all over the place in this area at all times, pretty much. So he gets a staff from one of them, and he's on his way to the Capitol. Okay.
Backside of the Capitol, the little one. And I arrived at 111. President Trump quit speaking at 111. And so I held the staff up and pointed it toward the Capitol at 112. And at 112, they walked the absolute proof into Congress of a fraudulent election, and they laid it down on a certain desk.
Oh, my God. Are they talking about Mike Lindell's TV show or his, what do you call it, like his documentary thing or movie or whatever, Absolute Proof? Oh, I was watching that recently. I was thinking about watching that on my stream on Owen Unfiltered, too. It's fascinating. Complete garbage, of course. But please don't tell me this is real. Did they really bring a Mike Lindell movie called Absolute Proof in and set it on the desks at Congress? Please don't tell me that.
An election, and they laid it down on a certain desk. And so when they did I ordered the Red Sea and the corruption to be revealed, and the place came apart after that.
He ordered the Red Sea and the corruption to be revealed. Okay. Was there a Red Sea hiding in there somewhere?
Okay. A year later, I was back up in D.C., so I held my staff, the one behind me, over toward the Capitol again, and the Lord said, tell the Red Sea to come back together. Where I held the staff out, the water turned black, and now they drained it, and it's a dry pool.
They do that, yeah. The reflecting pool, yeah, they drain it from time to time to clean it. Are you surprised that they clean the reflecting pool sometimes? He says he pointed a staff out at the reflecting pool, and they cleaned it. Thus, he's Moses. Really?
Wow. Well, remember...
This guy's just like, wow. Listen to this dude. Wow.
It's a dry pool. Wow.
Wow. Just so painful, dude. It's ridiculous.
Now they drained it, and it's a dry pool. Wow. Well, remember Moses stretched his rod out, and they walked across on dry land. Yeah. And so it dried up. the whole pool dried up.
And that was Robin Bullock's doing, presumably. The whole reflecting pool dried up because he ordered it to with this stupid little staff that he got from some random dude. Totally. Absolutely. That checks out. I believe him without question. I mean, let's just take a look at a couple of his predictions. I'm sorry, not predictions, prophecies. Take a look at this prophecy that he gave about Donald Trump, August 2nd, 2021. Already has multiple failed ones under his belt. But you know what? Let's see what else he had to say after failing the prophecy, claiming that Trump is going to be president. August 2nd, 2021, he comes out there and he says this.
You know, I'm not, unless the Lord tells me a specific date of something, I don't say that. But if he tells me, I'll tell you. And, but I know something. Now, I'm not saying I know what yet because he hasn't showed me that. But he quickened my spirit. Something is really about to happen this month in August.
This month in August 2021, okay? Years ago now. This dude is shameless. You remember how this started out? August 2021, he said, something special is going to happen for Donald Trump this month. And it started out with him chastising people for yelling at, or for being upset with him for getting it wrong.
Over that election. You keep your doctrines, but I'll tell you what, you are going to answer for trying to regulate the Lord's prophets.
Oh yeah, and just moving his books around too.
You with your big educations.
And then there's this one that just came out.
Stand up and say there is only one God and it's not according to my rules and my regulations, and quit doing your big fiery shows in your pulpits on Sunday morning. You accuse me of doing a show. You're the show. You're the one with your head stuck up the butt and the ass of religion.
That's how we got here. Don't forget that. That is how we arrived at this guy falsely prophesying again that he has some special insight from God into what he's going to do next to further Donald Trump's goals or whatever.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a setup for something else that's coming.
Nope.
But I think from August all the way through...
Nope. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't let him finish the sentence.
Oh, say November.
No. There was nothing special that happened from August to November 2021, or December, or January 2022, or February, or March, or April, or May. None of these months had any special thing for Donald Trump. He didn't get reinstated. He didn't win some big court case or any other nonsense. It was all fabricated all along. And it's an embarrassment to Robin Bullock that he claims to have God's ear. He is an embarrassment to Christianity.
November, you better keep heads up big, because when it starts, whatever's going to happen is going to happen like this. And then it's going to be a rapid succession of things.
That's going to be really good.
Yeah, but I know something's up in August. Now, I'm not sure what that is yet.
I'm not sure what that is yet, he says. The answer was nothing. There was nothing up in August. He was lying the entire time. Anybody surprised by that? This dude is nothing but a liar. Check this out. Late January 2023. Dude will not give up on the idea that he was right all along about the election. And he's really, really upset with you for refusing to accept that he was right, that Donald Trump was really going to win the 2020 election and really did win the election. That's your fault. That's on you for not believing him. Listen to this.
You know, heaven only recognizes one president over this nation. It's still Donald Trump. Yeah, I know. It violates our community guidelines.
Okay, I don't care about community guidelines or any of that. You're just a fool. You're just an embarrassing fool. That's it.
But there's still only one real. And they vowed to take anyone off the air now that says that.
Who is they? Who vowed to take anyone off what air? Who said that? Who says that Trump is the president? He's acting like there's some conglomerate of people, some cabal, if you will, of wealthy elites at the top, read Jews, who have control over everything and don't like Donald Trump and are going to make him lose at any cost and prevent people from talking about it or some other nonsense. He's talking about it. You're not being censored, Robin. You have always been perfectly free to talk about this. No one has ever tried to stop you. But just because you have freedom of speech, to borrow a phrase from Elon Musk, never thought I'd see the day, freedom of speech does not mean freedom of reach. You have a right to say anything you want. Stand on a street corner, scream to your heart's content. But you don't have a right to Twitter and YouTube and Facebook's algorithms that will push you further, that will promote what you're saying. You don't have a right to their platforms that they own, those private companies. And you trying to impose your will upon them to claim their algorithm for yourself is an infringement upon their rights, not a protection of yours, an infringement of theirs. You know, there's this saying that goes like this: your right to swing your fist ends at the tip of my nose. You can swing your fist anywhere you want. That's your right. And somebody preventing you from doing so would be taking your rights away. You're perfectly free to do that. Swing your fist anywhere you want, except right here. You can't swing it here. You know why? That's not you exercising your rights at that point. That's you violating my rights. Robin Bullock claims to be persecuted and mistreated and blah, 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 blah. It's nonsense. In reality, he's swinging his fist around and hitting people in the nose, and people are getting upset by it and telling him to stop. And he's saying, "Oh, I'm so persecuted because you're telling me to stop swinging my fist and hitting you in the nose." Now, we've outlined the circumstances under which you can say whatever you want, and that is at your church or on a street corner or whatever. But you have to follow the rules of the companies that have this stuff set up. That's just what it is.
And they vowed to take anyone off the air now that says that.
I don't know who they is, and I don't know what he means by take them off the air.
Well, that's something you don't know that's happened lately. We put...
Somehow Robin Bullock does know that it happened lately, but we don't know that it happened because he has special insight that we don't have? I don't know.
We put transgenders...
Oh my God, dude. Is he going to talk about trans people again? Can he talk about any other subject other than Donald Trump, the election, and trans people ever?
On the cabinets of what they'll call presidential cabinets.
So there's a Rachel Levine, I think, is a trans individual who is on a, what is she? Rachel Levine is an American pediatrician who has served as the U.S. Assistant Secretary for Health since March 26th, 2021. She's also an admiral in the U.S. Public Health Service Commissioned Corps. I had no idea. Oh, my God. That's crazy high, right? Born 1957. Spouse is Martha Levine. Okay. Interesting. That's pretty cool. Congratulations. She's also trans. I don't know why Robin Bullock is so obsessed with that or why he cares so much. This is like an issue that he cannot get over.
Looks like they bought their wig at a dollar store.
Really? Robin Bullock is saying, looks like they bought their wig at a dollar store. Robin Bullock is saying that? Really? Come on. Again, I like the guy's aesthetic, but is this a wig or not? I don't know. It's so hard to tell. You have to imagine that if it was a wig that he was wearing right now, that he would never bring the subject of wigs up because it would be like, I don't know, too revealing or hit too close to home. I'm actually kind of convinced that this dude is wearing a wig. I don't know. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Is this dude wearing a wig or not? Is this a wig that he is wearing? Does he put this thing on every morning or what? And if so, what does his hair look like underneath? Does he even have hair underneath? Is he bald? Oh, I am dying to see what this dude looks like bald. That'd be fantastic. Let me know what you think about this in the comments.